as we get ready for this opening face-off.
Third and final meeting of the season between these two teams. We are officially underway in Chicago. The Jets and the Blackhawks on Hockey Night in Canada.
That was away from the net. Morrissey got his stick on it, but it went out, and Hellebuyck again far out of his net, and again Foligno shooting, score!
Clears it to the boards and almost blocked. Same situation. Foligno's got a step on the D, and Hellebuyck comes out to backhand it. Instead, he backhands it.
15, 18, and 6 is the worst record in the NHL this season when scoring first. And meanwhile, the Winnipeg Jets 11, 16, and 0 when trailing after one. So the 11 victories, you know, the Jets are looking. The rebound still with the Hawks. Teuvo Teravainen checks his options, feeds down low, it comes all the way back, one-timer, scores! Connor Bedard makes it 2-0 for the Hawks. That's his 21st of the season. An early lead here in the first period for Chicago.
With his 62 points, I mean, mind you, he's only played 2 years. Talking to him this morning, one thing he told me, he shortened his stick. And you see as he's pointing back to knowing he's going to get the pass. And I think a short stick, especially more effective with the one-timer. He showed it off there. Not the bullet you usually see out of Bedard, a little bit more control. He's saying, get it back to me, I'm going to get in perfect OV position. He lets it fly from the...
Has possession. Skates out with it, dishes to Nemesnikov, and he gave it away as Bertuzzi's in. The runway is open. Bertuzzi, Nazar! Connor Hellebuyck shuts the door! Here's another look. Bertuzzi finding Nazar, but Connor Hellebuyck ensuring that this score here stays and remains at 2-0. The second period action continues here on Hockey Night in Canada. Opportunities here for the Jets. All of a sudden, Pionk shoots, rebound, foul is somehow robbed by Spencer Knight.
The goalie of the here and now and of the future. And why wouldn't you? Look at Iafallo's getting tripped up on the play by Levshunov. Can't get it up over the pad of Knight, who's so quick to get back there to that back post. And then he has to take a big blast from Sandberg at the point shortly thereafter to get the stoppage and allow his team a reset. Brilliant goaltending.
Racing to the red line. He finds an open man. It's Appleton. Back to Pionk. Pionk looks, shoots. It's redirected away. Sandberg leaves it for Niederreiter. Niederreiter looking, shooting, scoring! Top shelf, Niederreiter has goals in 2 straight, and he has his team on the board here in the second period.
You know, that's the thing about Niederreiter. He has the ability to do that. Where his best work, which is done in front of the net, helps extend his game here a little bit. The senior Niederreiter is on the wall. He'll take this puck and absolutely rip it. Comes off the wall, gets to the circle, one little move to the outside, and then goes back against the grain to the glove side. Now you see Barron's work is fantastic here. It forces Knight to look.
Mikheyev moves it to Rinzel, who avoids the check off the puck to Moore. Connor, puck goes to the middle, and it's lifted out. Blocked by Iafallo, who works it right back in. Kyle Connor looking, shooting, scoring! And this game is tied at 2 apiece in the second period with under 4 to go. Connor's 41st of the season.
He's going high. Watch as Iafallo does a great job. He gets this puck turned over, and he recognizes that Chicago's out of position. So he finds Connor, and Connor, who looks like he's going to go high short side, instead manipulates that blade. He goes low to the far side. Absolutely brilliant stuff there. It might have been impacted by the stick of Rinzel at the same time. No, it was clean, and he beats Knight above the
collision with the linesman as Niederreiter is out there on this line with Nemesnikov and Perfetti feeding the point. Josh Morrissey tees one up, and they score! The go-ahead goal in the early stages of the third period for the Winnipeg Jets. And it's Josh Morrissey who finds the twine.
Good traffic in front of Spencer Knight after one brilliant save here on the Nemesnikov 2-on-1. The Jets are able to take control off the draw. Perfetti chases it down. Nemesnikov backs him up. Goes to the point. You see Niederreiter take control off the draw. Perfetti chases it down. Nemesnikov backs him up. Goes to the point. You see Niederreiter creating traffic in front of the net. And this blast from Morrissey finds its way through. Takes a little something off it. Waiting that split second before letting it go means all the difference in the world. This puck
comes to the corner now. As the Jets looking for the insurance marker. That's tipped away. Scheifele takes control to the net. Barron looking to bury it. He couldn't.
Spencer Knight talking about his puck tracking here. He does a good job extending.
To take care of here to finish this one off. There's Vlasic to Bedard. Bedard works his way up the ice. Cross ice feed. Donato shoots. Scores! Goal number 31 on the season for Ryan Donato, and we're tied at 3.
All the time, I think he takes this puck and tries to get it to the net. Instead, he just extends himself wide to get it over to Donato. This thing goes all the way across the ice and off the boards. Donato picks it up. And the reaction by Hellebuyck says that this thing might have been tipped on the way in, and indeed it goes off the stick of Tanev. Trying to do their part here. Winnipeg trying to wrap up the division in the conference, and Chicago trying to send off the fans in a positive manner in their final home game of the year.
Here's Stanley out there. Puck evades him. A shot and a goal! The goal-ahead goal from Frank Nazar. It's 4-3 for the Hawks.
And then signs, and he has been absolutely brilliant, especially in the last 10 games here. Bertuzzi does a good job. He sells shot, gives pass. Nazar does a good job just staying in that quiet ice there. He's ready at the take.
Cycles it ahead. Kyle Connor looking as the Jets want to tie this game up. Scheifele from behind the net to Connor. A long shift here in the Blackhawks zone. Hawks players, you know they're feeling tired. Morrissey shoots, scores! His second of the night, 14th of the season, and this game is somehow tied at 4 apiece.
Sense here with all the offensive zone pressure that something was going to give, and with great high cycle play, it's Morrissey who sneaks down off the point position, accepts the pass, and releases it perfectly. Great pass by DeMello to feed it through the seam. And Morrissey applies himself, second of the game. Iafallo, he's out in front of the net. He's creating a disturbance. Vlasic trying to cover him, and that allows Morrissey to walk right down here and get it past Spencer Knight. You know, on the goals that we've seen against Knight.
And that's going to do it for 60 minutes. The Jets gained their point, but look at how close the Blackhawks came. Racing to it, Nemesnikov. Niederreiter, he's there all alone. Niederreiter, what a move! And a fabulous save from Spencer Knight.
Thanks to Nemesnikov, and you can see.
Handing it to Vlasic. Vlasic enters the zone. Vlasic on his way to the net. Looking for Foligno, but the Jets read that and broke it up. Foligno unable to get past Perfetti, and that does it as we are headed to a shootout. And here is the Chicago Blackhawks superstar, Connor Bedard. Bedard moves in, gains speed, puts on the brakes, and he scores! Blackhawks
Comes in with a ton of speed and then slows it right down. And looking for that opening to beat Hellebuyck down low.
Kyle Connor, 7 for 20 in his career. He walks in, scores! Kyle Connor goes top shelf on the left side and ties the shootout.
Knight to the middle of the net and just flicks it up over that blocker's shoulder with perfect accuracy.
Teuvo Teravainen, third on the team in points this season. Teravainen moves in with speed, backhand, and he couldn't put it upstairs.
So tough to outlast Hellebuyck, and when you do, he still covers a large part of the net. As Teravainen goes to the backhand, there's no room to put that puck in.
Here's Cole Perfetti. First career shootout attempt. Beautiful move, and he scores! Cole Perfetti wins it for the Winnipeg Jets. Final score here.